Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture just to see how those incidents affect our daily lives. Listen, I've been gone for a while, but I'm back with the jump off. Listen, just wanted to kind of give you all some information to let y'all know I am still here. I'm still here. You know, life always life takes precedent over everything. But I just wanted to come in real quick off camera just to say how much I appreciate you all. I appreciate all my subscribers. I have not forsaken nor forgotten you, that I am here. So I wanted to do something just to increase my engagement and to let you know that I hadn't forgotten about you. Listen, so much stuff has been going on in the news. If you all have been perusing the Shade Room, the Jasmine Brand, the Neighborhood Talk, and any and every blog that there is, we see out right now that, let's go back to last week. We had a big discussion. We heard Ari Spears talking about Lizzo. And if you want to know the truth about it, it's like, I don't want to use the frame about the pot calling the kettle black, but it's just like, Negro, you just as far as a man, you just as big and as she is. And I don't know if it was just basically hate, him calling her SHIT emoji, but it was unnecessary, uncalled for. He seemed like he basked in the because when something goes viral, some people do bask in that. And he seemed like he basked in it. And then somebody decided to pull up an old skit that him and Tiffany Haddish did back on Funny or Die. That's a website that I guess comedians can upload skits and funny sketches and things like that to them. They uploaded a skit, and apparently the children that were in that skit are suing. I think you can find that skit on Twitter. I happened to see it on a page that I subscribe to. I can tell you that it was in very, very, very poor taste. They edited it as such to be in poor taste. Pedophilia is such a hotbed topic. Don't know why they thought that would be funny. Very disappointed. Like I said, this is an old skit. This is nothing new. This is an old skit, so it has been around for a while. So it's in very poor taste. The plaintiffs are saying that they were coerced in doing this skit. That there was their parent or parents were not involved in the making of this skit. So, I think Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears has something to answer for. Because I am just of the ilk that when it comes to children, you should always be above reproach. I know that there are some things that are funny, but I don't think sexualizing children and showing a child being in pain for comic relief, I don't think those things are funny. That is a personal Pamela from Pam Entertainment TV stance. I don't think those things are funny. So it's going to be interesting what happens. I know Tiffany Haddish's team put out a statement basically saying, and I'm paraphrasing, that the plaintiffs that have put forth this case have been doing it for years, and it has been dismissed out of court, and that they're shaking her down for money. Okay, but still, the one skit that I saw, I don't know how many skits are out there. It was in poor taste. I wouldn't channel you to go see it. However, I do understand that it's on Twitter, so it is not some, they haven't completely scrubbed it from the lexicon or the internet. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about? Because, like I said, I don't want this to be long. Just want you all to know that I'm here, here, here. I'm still here, here, here. Just give you the quickest update of what's going on my channel. BET has come up with a show that's similar to Our Kind of People. And I think I'm gonna watch it to see see what's going on. Let me give you the name of that show real quick. It looks like a good laugh or two. And, I enjoy watching a show that'll give me a good laugh or two. That was the way that Our Kind of People put me. It was a good show, but it was also, let's see. The Black Hamptons. That's the name of the show, The Black Hamptons. So I will be reviewing that show. I'm going to watch as much of it as I can. I will be reviewing that show on the wait for our favorite show, Atlanta, which will be coming out, I think, on September 15th. So this will be a great little filler because, like I said, we have lost P-Valley. Still not sure if they're having a third season, but by the way that P-Valley Updates is talking, there possibly is going to be a third season. They just haven't announced it yet, so we're just waiting on that. I'm also waiting on the show of Bel-Air, which I think is going to come at the first of next year. Oh, I just want to quickly go over, because like I said, I'm not going to review it because I like it for my enjoyment, because my Marvel shows don't get as much engagement. But I do want to talk about She-Hulk, because She-Hulk was one of the comics that I enjoyed reading. The first 3 episodes are out. And if you are a She-Hulk fan, you can find this show on Disney Plus. You need a subscription to watch it. But basically, it's talking about the story of She-Hulk. And one of the things that I like and I dislike about the MCU is I like the fact that they will take a character from the comics and they will adapt it and make it its own. But at the same time, I wish they would just stick with some of the things that made it what it was. So if you're not familiar with She-Hulk, She-Hulk is the cousin of Bruce Banner. And basically, we go through her trials and tribulations of becoming She-Hulk. Now, in the comics, she became the She-Hulk because she was shot and she was about to die. So Bruce Banner decided that he was going to give her a blood transfusion. And with that blood transfusion, she became the She-Hulk. Now, the one thing I like about the MCU, her name is Jen Walters. One thing I like about how the MCU is taking it is that in the first episode, she became the She-Hulk simply because a Sicarian ship. Now, if you are not familiar with Marvel, Thor Ragnarok, a Sicarian ship may not be familiar to you. Go watch Thor Ragnarok. Again, it's on Disney Plus. But this ship came down looking for Bruce, who is the Hulk. They got into a car accident. She got severely cut. She had rolled under Bruce. Bruce's blood bled into her, got into her cuts, and this is how she became She-Hulk. The one thing about She-Hulk that's different from Bruce Banner becoming the Hulk is that she can control her changes, and I think that had to do with the fact of how she was infected. It's something about that their family's blood that can take that much gamma radiation. So with She-Hulk, we've had a lot of cameos and a lot of different things. But in this, so basically, we're just going through. She is an attorney. She was a district attorney. She lost her job because another superpowered being broke into her courtroom, messed around, and threw something at the jurors, which Jen had to become She-Hulk in order to save them. The case that she was working on, they had to declare a mistrial because the jurors were biased towards her because she saved their lives. We have Bruce trying to teach her how to relegate her powers and to be in control, but she's different from Bruce. Bruce couldn't control the Hulk. He had to go through many years of training and things like that to be able to control Hulk, and he had to have an inhibitor chip put inside of him so that he could inhibit the Hulk from manifesting. And if you saw at the end of Endgame, Bruce was able to merge the two personalities. So then we have Professor Hulk, and that's what he manifests himself to be. Woo, child. So on this third, so I just kind of briefly went over the first and second episode. So she lost her job and she ended up getting a job with the defense. And she is now over the superhero division of this law firm. She is representing superheroes, mutants, and everything like that. She's representing them in the court of law because, as you know, or if you don't know, after you know what I never understood with the MCU, why they didn't do this, but maybe because it just did. But the Thanos snap was such a life-changing event. I'm surprised they didn't recalculate the time. And you know how, like, with the after Jesus had come into play in the new world, in the world, you know, they have AD. I'm surprised they don't have after Thanos and just kind of just restart the years from starting from when Thanos did the snap until now. But that's just me. Y'all just let me go. Let me have that one. But anyway, so now we have her being the attorney for Abomination. Now, if no one is familiar with that, if you go back to the Incredible Hulk, Abomination was the character that was sent out to, I don't want to say kill the Hulk, but to I don't know, what's the military word that they use that? Anyway, they tore up Harlem, and Abomination was sent to jail. Abomination, who is Blonsky, he is wanting parole, and it's She-Hulk's responsibility to get him parole. She asked her cousin, could she represent him? He gave her her blessing, and she ended up getting him off. And he's a trip because he's got like 7 souls, 7 soulmates, 7 women that just love him as the Abomination, and they love him as Blonsky, all this stuff. But if you have not watched She-Hulk, and I hope I gave it justice, go watch it on Disney Plus. If it's something else that you want me to review, let me know. All right, I'm almost encroaching on my 15-minute mark. So thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please tell a friend, tell your family, tell your coworkers. Hell, tell that person you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. Help me help you see me. Please hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do another video. I am on a consistency quest to do a video once a week, whether it is a review or whether it is me coming out here talking to you about some things that I want to talk about. And as always, people, bye-bye.